Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Welcome to Unlock Your the podcast that help you grow, learn and become your best self. Today's topic is very powerful. How to create a growth mindset and embrace challenges. Let's explore how we can change our thinking, face difficulties, wins and turn opportunities. So without wasting of time, we start. We have ChatGPT. So
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. I'm really excited to be here and talk about this. So, to kick things off, maybe we can start by defining what a growth mindset is, and then we can dive into practical steps listeners can take to cultivate it in their lives. What do you think?
yeah, absolutely. So
Great.
we have
S-
many questions for you. So first, my question is, what is growth mindset? Said in simple words.
Of course, a growth mindset is basically the belief that your abilities and intelligence can be developed with effort, learning, and persistence. Instead of just not good at this, you think, I can get better if I keep practicing.
Why is mindset important for success in life?
Mindset is crucial because it shapes how we respond to challenges and setbacks. If we believe we can grow, we stay motivated, keep learning, and see failures as stepping stones. This directly influences our ability to achieve long-term success.
So what is the difference between fixed mindset and a growth mindset?
That's a great question. A fix when you believe your abilities are static, like you're naturally good at something or you're not. A growth is the belief that you can develop skills through effort and practice. So it really changes how you approach learning and growth.
What can anyone develop a growth mindset or it is natural?
Absolutely. Anyone can develop a growth mindset. It's not something you're just born with. Skill you can cultivate by being mindful of your thoughts, reframing challenges as opportunities, and practicing persistent difficulty.
How do our thoughts affect our actions and results?
Our thoughts are like the starting point for everything we do. If we think positively and believe we can improve, we're likely to take action, stay persistent, and try new strategies. On the other hand, negative thoughts can lead to avoidance, giving up early, and ultimately limit the results we get.
Okay, why do some people fear challenges?
A lot of times, people fear challenges because they're worried about failure or looking incompetent. One has a fixed mindset, they see challenges as threats instead of chances to grow. So it's really about reframing those experiences.
How can we start changing negative thinking into positive thinking?
One way is to become aware of your automatic thoughts and then challenge them. For instance, when you catch yourself thinking, I can't do this, reframe it to, I can learn how to try. Small conscious shifts like that build a positive habit over time.
What role does failure play in building a growth mindset?
Failure is actually essential. When we fail, we get direct feedback on what didn't work. A growth mindset sees failure as an opportunity. Each mistake shows us what to adjust so we improve next time.
How should we react when we fail or something?
When we fail, it's important to pause and reflect without harsh self-judgment. Ask what you learned, what you can do differently, and then take a small intentional step. Keep the focus on growth, not just success.
What are some daily habits to develop a growth mindset?
A few key habits are things like journaling about your progress, setting small learning goals, seeking out new challenges every day, and surrounding people who encourage growth. Over time, these daily practices shape a growth-oriented mindset.
How can students benefit from having a growth mindset?
Students with a growth mindset tend to be more resilient. They view challenges as opportunities to learn, so they keep trying even when things get tough. This leads to better problem solving, deeper understanding, and ultimately improved academic performance.
How can teacher help students build a growth mindset?
Teachers can help by giving specific praise for effort, not just results, offering constructive feedback, and create a safe space where mistakes are seen as part of the learning process. When they model curiosity and pursue, students pick up those habits.
What is the role of patience in personal growth?
Patience is fundamental because personal growth doesn't happen overnight. You need to give yourself time to practice, make mistakes, and learn. With patience, you stay committed, even when progress feels slow.
Why is it important to step out of our comfort zone?
Stepping out of our comfort zone is where real growth happens. It pushes us to develop new skills, gain confidence, and discover what we're truly capable of. Without those challenges stuck in our current limitations.
So, how can we train our mind to see challenges as opportunities?
One effective way is to reframe the narrative. When a challenge arises, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Also, celebrate small wins along the way so your brain starts associating challenges with progress, not just risk.
What are the common mistakes people make when facing challenges?
One common mistake is giving up too soon, thinking they're not capable. Another is avoiding challenges altogether because they fear. Also, some people compare themselves to others, which can discourage them. Each of these blocks growth.
What is the importance of setting small goals?
Goals are really important because they make big challenges feel manageable. They give you a clear target, allow you to track progress, and give you small wins that boost your confidence. Over time, these accumulate into big achievements.
How can parents support their children in developing a growth mindset?
Parents can support by praising effort over innate ability, encouraging curiosity, and being open about their own challenges and failures. When kids see their parents, they model that mindset themselves.
Um, can you share a real life examples of growth mindset success?
Definitely. For instance, someone like Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team, but he used that failure to work harder, improve, and eventually become one of the greatest athletes ever. His persistence and belief in growth defined him.
How does Islam encourage learning and growth?
Islam places a huge emphasis on seeking knowledge. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, seeking knowledge is fard, obligation Muslim. This encourages lifelong learning, curiosity, and constant self-improvement of life.
What du'as or practice can help us stay strong during tough time?
One powerful practice is regularly reciting Hasbi Allahu la ilaha illa huwa. Allah is sufficient for me, there is no God but Him. Also the dua, Rabbi Yasir wa la tu'asir, why Lord make it easy and do not make it difficult, can help keep us grounded and in challenges.
What is the connection between discipline and growth mindset?
Discipline is like the daily fuel for a growth mindset. It's what keeps you showing up, even when you don't see immediate results. When you pair consistent discipline with a belief proof, you steadily grow into achievement.
So, what the final message would you like to give about embracing challenges?
I'd say embrace challenges as your stepping stones. Each is a chance to expand your abilities, learn more about yourself, build the confidence to achieve what once felt possible. Curious, stay patient, and trust the process.
Thank you, ChatGPT, for being a part of this outstanding session with us. Thank you for joining us on Unlock Leadership. Remember, challenges are not here to stop you, they are here to grow you. Change your mindset, trust your journey, and never be afraid to try again. Keep learning, keep growing, and keep unlocking your true leadership. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.
That was a fantastic closing. Thank you so much for having me. I really enjoyed this conversation. Take care, and I'll be here if you need me next time. Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.